Hi, it's Tara Green, and it is November the 9th, and I'm going to talk about an important transit that we're having today, which is Venus, the planet of love, of relationships, of women, of the divine feminine. Everybody has an internal divine feminine, whatever gender you are. She's in Libra, which is her own sign, and Libra is traditionally the sign of marriage and all relationships and all others. And she is opposite to Mars, also in Aries, in his own sign. Now, so Mars in Aries, he's the warrior, he's the defender, he's independent, it's all about himself. Now Mars is also retrograde right now, so this indicates that Mars is not in full action mode, he's in retreat mode, he's in defensive mode, so relationships are in this holding back pattern right now. So it can indicate, if you haven't already had this, old relationships coming up, people from the past, deciding what you want to do in relationships, which is for a Libra is always like, I don't know what I want to do. They actually want it and don't want it, even though they're also always supposed to be about relationships. So I thought that it's at 15 degrees as well, and 15 degrees is the most potent degree of any sign because it's like the crest of a wave. There are 30 degrees in each sign. So I thought I would do a tarot reading for you for today. Now, this is the Muse Tarot here. I'm not working with a full deck, as you can see. I'm working with a part of a deck because my intuition is telling me to work with the major arcana, 22 major arcana, to work with the court cards or personality cards. Right, there's 3 of those in each suit in this deck, which is a very kind of feminine-based deck, in a way, soul-based deck, and a couple of extra cards, one of which is the wishing card and an extra special card. Now, before we get to that, I just want to mention that there are certain astrology signs that are going to feel this Venus-Mars tango, dance of dualities, complementary opposites the most. So if you're in Aries, of course, Mars, your ruling planet, is in your own first house of yourself. So, things have been held back. Aries, I'm sure you're very frustrated, very angry, can't wait for Mars to go direct on Friday the 13th. Okay, so for you, Aries, Mars is in your first house of self, Venus is in the 7th house of all others and relationships. So you're in that, what they call a natural house and placement system. And of course, it's the opposite. If you have a Libra rising or ascendant, Venus is in your first house of self. So you want to relate to yourself more. With Mars in the 7th, kind of you're pulling away or held back from connecting with, going out into the world in relationships. So this can be frustrating. Now, if you also have a Gemini rising, and I'm using equal house systems here. So if you're a Gemini rising and Gemini is your first sign in your first house, then Venus in Libra is in your 5th house, which is traditionally the house of relationships, of love, okay, of sexuality. Traditionally, that's what the 5th house is all about, children, okay, giving love, okay. And then if you're a Sagittarius, first house rising, then Mars, the planet of also sex, and is in your 5th house. But again, there's a pullback, a delay there. Okay, so, all right, I have already cleansed these cards. Okay, so let's pick a card for Aries, Aries rising, Moon in Aries. Okay, all right, now you get the world. Okay, so Aries, you get the world here. So the world is your oyster, and Venus is your pearl, actually. Okay, so Aries. So with your ruling planet in your first house, I think you're reconsidering with Venus opposite that what you want in relationships, what your values are. Venus's values. You're trying to make a stand in the world, but of course it's frustrating because nothing has moved ahead since September the 9th, actually. So this has been a long 3 months, 2 months, feels like longer, of course. All right, so Aries, you get the world, number 21. Okay. So think about how you want to bring yourself out into the world on the 13th. Okay, put that there. All right. So now Taurus. Now Taurus, you are ruled by Venus. So while Venus is in Libra, she's affecting you quite strongly. You have Taurus, you have the card here of the Chariot, the number 7. So this card is also related to Cancer, to nurturing, to home, to family, to feeding your tummy, to what gives you emotional security. So Taurus, these are the very questions that you ask. And also, the Chariot is about you feeling like you're in the driver's seat. So how in or out of the driver's seat in terms of relationships are you feeling? Venus in Libra, again, gives you benefits, of course, while she's in her home sign. But again, you're weighing things up. And again, there's that opposition pull where things are not moving forward. So you got to get those horses ready to move forward, Taurus. All right. So Gemini. Now again, if you have a Gemini rising, Gemini ascendant, then Venus, the planet of love, is in your 5th house of love affairs and giving love. Now, okay, there's the Tower upside down. Okay, so the Tower. Traditionally, this card is ruled by Mars. So, Gemini. Venus in Libra is giving you a trine. Mars in Aries is also in a nice positive sextile to you. So what has blown up in your relationship life if things kind of suddenly gone to like, oh my God, what's going on? Also, what do you need to open up in yourself to clear the way for a new relationship, a new pattern coming into your life? Okay. All right, so Cancer. All right, so Cancers. All right. You get the number 9 card here, Cancer, the Hierophant. Sorry, the number 5 card, the Hierophant. So Cancer, you need to sit tight inside of yourself. You need time to be alone. I know you don't like to be alone, but you need to consult with your own inner wisdom here. Okay, the Hierophant, I'm seeing the Hierophant as being very hermit-like for some reason. This is my intuition coming in here. So tune into your own inner wisdom, your higher self, Cancer. That will tell you what you need to do about relationships, which of course are, held back right now. There may be loved ones that you can't see. It's frustrating. But you already have all the answers, Cancer. You just have to tune into them. Okay. All right, so Leo. Let's see what you've got here, Leo. Okay, so Leo, you get the card of the Sun, and of course you're ruled by the Sun, so you should be feeling pretty shiny, pretty positive, pretty full of yourself, pretty happy, pretty joyous. The Sun rules the heart, so of course Venus also is related to the heart, and of course, the number 5, Venus, is sacred, the number of Venus. So Leo, express your heart fully. Bring the light to bear into the world. Okay? Mars in Aries is holding you back, of course, by a trine to your fire element, but soon things will be able to move ahead. You'll be shining fully. Okay. All right, so Virgo. So in a natural house system with Virgo on the 1st house cusp, then Libra's in your 12th house. So pay attention to your dreams. Venus is in your 2nd house of values, if you're a Virgo rising, Virgo ascendant. So what values are you changing? Are you rearranging? This is the number 9, the Hermit. So this is naturally the Virgo symbol. So here we're getting very synchronous. So I know you've been waiting long and hard and alone. You're probably tired of being alone, Virgo. But things will start to move ahead. Your values are changing. There should be a change also in income, which Venus rules. So just sit tight for a little bit longer, and then you can get ahead, Virgo. Okay, so Libra. Okay, so those of you who are Libras, have the moon in Libra, Venus in Libra, other planets in Libra, Libra ascending, you get the card of the Magician here, the number 1 card. So Venus, you're in your power, you're in your beauty, but Mars is holding back or backing away. So you can work magic with your intentions, Venus. So especially because you're in your strength, your power, put on that girdle of magic where you can seduce anybody and just get that job done. Okay. All right, so Scorpio. Now, Mars also rules Scorpio. So again, Scorpio rising, moon, ascendant planets. Okay, now we've got the first personality card showing up here. So Scorpio, this is the Knight of Emotions. So emotions is water, and of course Scorpio is a water sign, very deep, intense water sign. So this is a more mature emotional sign, the Knight of Emotions, or the King of Cups. It would be more like the King of Cups here. So Scorpio, you're frustrated, of course, but don't drown your emotions. Don't drown your feelings. That is actually really not good. It's not healthy. Release your tears. Let yourself go with the flow. Things will move forward soon. I know you're angry, you're frustrated, you feel like mashing something up right now. Venus is saying peace. Be at peace, okay? So Scorpio is sending you some peace vibes there. All right. So Sag. Now, again, if you are Sagittarius rising, moon, planets in Sag, you have Mars, the warrior, in the 5th house of love affairs, giving love. Children. Okay, you have the Emperor here. So the Emperor, the number 4, is related to Aries, which Mars rules. So this is kind of a nice lineup here. So the Emperor, you need to be the king or the queen of yourself here, of your heart, of what you choose to give your love to. So there could be a strong sense of really reconsidering your values, what you're expressing, what you're saying, what you're thinking about. I'm a double Sag. I certainly resonate with that information. So yes, you're very frustrated. Could be introverted, which you're not doubting yourself. I mean, all of that's coming up, Sagittarius, but don't fear. You'll soon be in your glory. There's going to be a really nice Sagittarius total solar eclipse December the 4th. So be in your power, Sag. Okay. So now Capricorns. So Capricorn. Okay, you get this card of Justice here. So, of course, all Capricorns have been through the ringer. And, of course, this week there's also the famous Jupiter-Pluto conjunction on the 12th. So Justice. Okay, Justice, which is Venus-ruled Libra. Okay, so this is the sign of Libra. So, of course, Venus and Libra is squaring all you Capricorns. So, again, there's some hard, tough lessons there. Mars is also squaring you Capricorns. There may be feeling like too many voices going on in your head. Stay balanced. Remember that all oppositions are complementary. Opposites, Capricorn, you have to be the peacemaker, the go-between, and the ambassador right now if you want a sense of justice or peace or balance. Okay, so Capricorn, Justice. Okay, so Aquarius. Okay, so Venus and Libra, Aquarius is bringing you trine energy. Okay, so Aquarius, you get the card of the High Priestess here. Very beautiful High Priestess. She's got sort of rune signs around her. She's holding the moon. So this is your intuition, Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is an air sign, which Venus in Libra is also in her air sign. It has the reputation for being detached or cool or not really in touch with your feelings. So Aquarius, this is telling you to really listen to your dreams, listen to your intuition. Actually, it's interesting, her symbol of the hand there with the palm of the hand. Listen to really what the body is telling you as well, okay? And maybe you need to look at different oracles or different ways of tuning in to your intuition. You need to also find balance. The number 2 is also that balance there as well, Aquarius. Okay. All right, and now Pisces. Now, Pisces, let's see what you've got here. Okay, you get the star. All right. So Pisces, the number 17, the star is the sign of Aquarius, actually. So there's a new star rising for you, Pisces, and so you need to feel hopeful. You need to have faith. It's a test of your faith. It's about wishing on a star. So symbolically, I would say, even though Venus and Mars are in this standoff position right now, when Aquarius energy starts in December and Jupiter and Saturn have their famous conjunction December 21st, you're going to start to feel like you're in your element and you are going to rise. So go out there and connect with the stars. Go out there and do ceremony, do ritual to the stars. Find a star that calls you. Imagine that you're grounded, and then you go out to that star. Excuse me, and then you draw down the energy of the star for wisdom. So tune into your stellar higher teachers. They come from different constellations. Arcturus, the Pleiades are rising now. You can see them at night. Whichever constellation you feel aligned to, tune into that energy. And also, stars will come and speak to you in your dreams. And use the astrology as the language of the stars. It is a love language of stars. Okay, my beauties. So, hoping you'll have a great Venus-Mars opposition there. And if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at tarot.com. Please subscribe to me here on YouTube. Get in touch with me at infinitynow.wordpress.com. That's my blog. I'm on Twitter and I'm on Instagram. Many love and balance blessings to you.